I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we are discussing the Blancpain 50 Fathoms Air Command. You can see this 40mm 18-karat white gold flyback 50 Fathoms chronograph on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and of course complete pricing details for this white gold Blancpain 50 Fathoms Air Command. Now, the Air Command model from the early 2000s, and you're looking at it right here, combines two interesting threads of Blancpain history. Of course, there is the historic Air Command, a model built in extremely low numbers during the mid-century period when Blancpain was a military contractor. And then in the modern era, the resurrection of the 50 Fathoms as a luxury reference, starting in 1998 with the 40mm format you see here. By the early 2000s, it had become an increasingly important part of the Blancpain catalog, to the point that exceptional examples, now in precious metals, now with complications, were being issued. And this combination of 40mm case, beautiful raised numeral white gold dive bezel, the blue dial with extraordinary sunburst finish, all of this comes together for a rich and wearable luxury dive reference. And I emphasize that because as much as I love the 5015 generation, the current generation of the watch, not everyone can wear 45mm, but almost everyone can wear this watch. 40mm across the round of the case on my wrist, that's not inclusive of crown guards, or chronograph pushers. It's actually fairly slim, 13.5mm. You will have no trouble wearing it with a dress cuff or tight sleeves. Versatile in every respect. 46mm from lug to lug. So this is a watch that'll wear well on a wrist, in my estimate, down to as small as perhaps 13.5 centimeters, 14 centimeters in circumference. The strap that's on it is incredibly substantial and has a good deal of spring to it. So while it creates a very handsome and coherent look closing to the flank of the case and conforming to the case curve, it does fight your wrist a little bit. If you were 14 centimeters in circumference around the wrist, I would say you could wear the watch. If you wanted to wear it down to perhaps 13.5, you would want to put it on a more flexible strap. But the strap here is of undoubted quality. A Blancpain factory strap, extremely thick, very supple to touch. You can see in every respect it's equal to the sense of occasion brought about by the watch itself and that spectacular sunburst dial. There is a Blancpain deployant clasp, which, thanks to my absence of fingernails at the moment, I can't quite open, but rest assured that's simply a sign of the level of tolerances remaining in this clasp. After years of light use, you can note it is beautifully finished, polished throughout, with immense mass that nicely counterweights the heft of the watch head, which I should mention is blessed with a screwed-in full white gold caseback. Again, more mass than you would expect thanks to measures like that and the immense clasp. It does feature a rotating dive-style bezel, not strictly a diver due to the absence of a luminescent index and the triangular mark at the top. Nevertheless, you can align it during lighted conditions with the minute hand and time two concurrent events, one with the chronograph and one with the bezel. It has a satisfying and crisp detent to it. The dial is layered and beautifully textured with almost an iridescent effect. You can see that the metallized finish makes it highly dynamic in the light, and abundant use of superluminova on the indices, hand applied, as well as the broadsword style hands, means this is an easy watch to read in any lighting condition. Now, of course, it does feature a flyback functionality to its caliber F185 37 jewel automatic winding chronograph caliber. There is a quick set for the date, and it is a very smooth combination of a column wheel for crisp, traditional, tactily satisfying actuation, and a vertical clutch. So you can see as it starts, there's no jump to the chronograph seconds hand as there would be in a lateral clutch arrangement. Moreover, thanks to the vertical clutch, you can simply leave it running if you prefer to read hours, minutes, and seconds at center. There's no hazard to the movement by continuously running a vertical clutch chronograph. Of course, the flyback functionality, quite useful for timing successive events in rapid sequence. And finally, it is a thin, fine, high horology caliber built for Blancpain by its movement partner within Swatch Group, Frédéric Piguet. The standards of finish, execution, thin and fine watchmaking are up to the level that you would expect from the likes of Blancpain, a luxury brand. And finally, 200-meter water resistance means that although this is a pilot's watch in many respects, it is aviation themed as the Air Command, nevertheless, it can get wet and wild. So So seaplane pilots, you're welcome to try this one. On our website, you can see the Blancpain 50 Fathoms Air Command, the pre-2007 model, 40 millimeters in 18 karat white gold. See it, fall in love, and like I said, seaplane pilots or perhaps surface-bound submariners at heart, this is your watch.